r/askreddit. What felt like a useless piece of advice until you actually tried it?
Clean as you cook, dishes right away, and 10 minutes every day walking through the house picking things up/organizing. So much better than hours of cleaning on one day.
Biggest game changer here. Prep your food, start baking/cooking/boiling. Get on those dishes while it's cooking. Serve up the food, immediately toss leftovers into storage containers before eating and get in soaking those pots and pans. Enjoy the meal. Rinse plates immediately before food cakes on and clean the remaining dishes. Clears up so much more time waiting for things to soak and scrubbing harder.
I've got young kids in grad school after work. This is the only way I can cook now and keep on top of dishes. Slack even one night and I pay for it severely the next day.
Compliment people behind their backs. Sounds stupid, but works wonders.
I meant to text friend B about friend but texted friend A instead. I was saying wonderful things about her. I can't prove it, but I think it's done wonderful thing.
Fans on my old MacBook died. Saw a YouTube video that said to simply take your fist and bang on the part of the computer that housed the fans. Thinking it was a troll, I gave it a shot out of pure frustration, and lo and behold, they purred back to life, and I never had another issue with them for the rest of the time that I owned that computer.
In mechanical circles, we refer to this as a calibrated tap.
Cleaning your house before leaving for more than 5 days. Nothing is better than coming to a clean house.
Faking confidence to become more confident.
Smile. Make eye contact. Introduce yourself. Push yourself a little bit. For me, it was like jumping into a pool. You get used to the temperature more quickly and painlessly than if you take the stairs.
Unclench your jaw, open your hands, drop your shoulders, and breathe in.
I just dropped my phone.
Stop holding it with your mouth then.
Experience is what you get when you don't get what you want.
My old boss always said experience is what you get just after you needed it. Now when I screw something up, I just think, well, I know what not to do next time.
Practice gratitude. Grateful people are happy people.
This should be at the top. Practice gratitude every day, even if it's for the smallest thing. Be grateful for waking up on time, or that your lunch was extra good, or that you got off work when you were supposed to, or that it wasn't a bleary day. Grateful people are happy people, and if you can find at least one thing in your day to be grateful for, it makes an impact. It really is the little things.
If you have a clogged nose, doing 8 to 10 push-ups will temporarily clear it up.
If you want your nose to not clog ever again, do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, 10 chem running, every single day for 3 years, then punch yourself in the face once.
But what if I don't want to go bald?
Flip a coin and choose the one you're hoping for. I don't even have to flip a coin now, and I'm way more decisive.
And if you still can't decide, go with whatever the coin said. If the two choices are that neck and neck, it's better to just pick something than spend time agonizing trying to pick the right thing. Also, if you just pick something and it turns out wrong, that's a great learning opportunity. Then you'll have more information next time you make a similar choice.
Try killing roaches with soapy water in a spray bottle. It sounds useless, but it works better than any insecticide I've ever tried, and it's non-toxic and really easy to clean up.
I usually just berate them, call them names, just really make them feel worthless until they just give up and kill themselves. It takes longer, but they tend to bring down the other roaches around them. A bit of a domino effect.
Go to the bathroom first thing after having sex.
Don't half-butt two things. Whole butt one thing.
Pretty much everything Ron says has helped me at one point or another.
Directly expressing my needs instead of hinting. That's secret. #1 for a successful, long-lasting marriage. #2 is marriage is work, but it's worth it.
One day at a time, it's been helping me stay focused in the now. My grandma, rest her soul, gave me a similar piece of advice, but with a variant. If you feel like you can't survive a week, focus on getting through one day too much, 1 day too much, 1 minute. Whatever it takes, if you can survive one, you can survive another.
Is your grandma Kimmy Schmidt?
Your gums bleed when you floss because you don't floss enough. Turns out if you floss enough, your gums won't be inflamed so they don't bleed when you floss.
It's true. Or at least get an electric toothbrush. Source: am dental hygienist.
My dad always told me ask anyway. The worst they can say is no when buying something or when I needed something from another person. Seemed stupid to ask if I was sure they would say no, but I was also a socially anxious kid. Turns out that advice has helped me with school, with raises, with people in general, with plans with new friends.
Another thing, a stupid question is better than a stupid mistake.
I wish more folks in college knew this. The whole room doesn't understand something, but everyone thinks they will look stupid if they ask a question. Smart people are smart because they saw answers they didn't know.
Stick to the same sleep schedule on your days off that you follow on days when you have to be somewhere at a specific time, like school or work days. I spent my whole life sleeping until noon on weekends, thinking I was storing sleep in some imaginary sleep bank. I recently started waking up early on weekends, and now I don't have trouble waking up when my alarm goes off during the week. Plus, I have all this extra time to do stuff because I'm not sleeping all day.
Life is really much easier if you clean your workplace/room. I clean my room often and it makes me feel calm and clears my head.
No greater feeling than coming home to a clean bedroom after working late.
Spend an extra $5, $10 on wiper blades?
Roccato commonly does close-outs on high-quality wiper blades for like $2 to $3 a piece. The type you normally pay $20, $34. I buy like 5 sets at a time to save on shipping. Spend less than $40 on enough really nice wipers to last me a couple/few years.
Man, they better give you extra magnets on your next order law. Fill your tank all the way up instead of a little at a time.
Caveat. If you're broke half and driving a pose, don't do this. Filling your tank and then having a breakdown does not equal fun times.
I've had to replace a fuel pump on at least 2 cars, and I've never had to do it on a car with an empty tank. Those things are heavy when they are full. Just like every time I've had to fix the washing machine, it's had a full load of wet towels in it.
It's better to lose a second of your life than to lose your life in a second. People on the road need to just slow down a little. It'll save your life.
And stay off your goddamn phone.
Pay bills, save, then spend.
If you feel like quitting, then just tell yourself that the story doesn't end this way. Sounds cliché, but you decide when your story ends when you stop trying. You may fail, but you will not fail today. Don't let the story end this way.
There's what you need, there's what you want, and there's what you can't afford. My dad says this all the time, and I never thought of it as useless. I just never used it. Now I have, and my money is far easier to manage.
If you can't buy it twice, you can't afford it, Jay-Z.
My philosophy, playing RPGs as a kid.
Going to therapy. I'm a guy. I'm emotionally stable, so I thought it was a pointless idea. Went with my ex-GF in order to work out problems in our relationship, mostly on her end. I learned so much about myself and got some amazing life advice. 10/10.
Also make sure you find the right therapist, because it's really hard to discuss actual problems when you can't feel like you can truly talk to them. Also unrelated, but I like your username.
You're not hungry, you're thirsty. I would eat a big meal and wonder why I still felt hungry. It is because I wasn't drinking a glass of water with my meal. Now, if I notice I am hungry after eating normal portions, I have a glass of water and wait 5 minutes before I continue eating.